This month marks 10 years since the city of Austin implemented its Vision Zero initiative. The goal, no loss of life or serious injuries on Austin roadways. KXAN traffic anchor Erica Brennis has more on the milestone and a look at the data. Is it working?
On average, 500 people have been killed or seriously hurt in crashes in Austin annually over the last decade. Between city funding, mobility bond funds, and federal grants, the city of Austin has committed more than $134 million to try to drastically reduce that number.
Reducing these crashes and these injuries really has societal benefits from a cost-saving standpoint as well. If you think about the amount of public resources, police, fire, EMS that have to respond to these crashes every single day, it's a huge drain on our public safety budgets.
In the last 10 years, Vision Zero has added 500 pedestrian crossings, 320 miles of upgraded sidewalks, more than 100 miles of bicycle facilities, and 600 safe routes to school projects. The last 2 years, fatal and serious crashes are down to a 10-year low in 2024.
We think that's the result of the investments we as a community have made in these transportation safety infrastructure projects. Looking deeper at the data, we also know there's a lot of disparities in terms of who's impacted by these crashes. We know that the Black community in Austin is significantly overrepresented in the number of serious injuries and fatalities compared with their population. We also know that men and lower income communities are impacted. So a lot of what we try to do with Vision Zero is try to understand these disparities and then direct those resources to those communities.
The data also found that in the case of fatal or serious injury crashes involving a cyclist or pedestrian, that 40 to 60% are homeless.
One thing we've tried to do is work closely with our partners, Austin Homeless Strategy Office, really trying to identify where those encampments are located, what are those risk factors, and where can we get the most benefit out of things like street lighting or pedestrian crossings to help lower those risks. We've also worked closely with Texas Department of Transportation to install a pedestrian barrier along most of I-35 through central Austin, and that's really decreased the number of people crossing the main lanes of the highways and reduced the fatalities.
With eyes on the next 10 years, Vision Zero is focused on maintaining momentum.
There's always going to be more need than there is funding. I think it's important to recognize that, but I think when you compare Austin to a lot of other cities who have tried to do Vision Zero in their city, what stands out for us is that sustained level of funding. You know, for the last 3 bond elections, just being able to chip away at those safety needs, and over time, that's going to show up in the numbers.
In Austin, Erica Brennis, KXAN News.